Hi, welcome to another Ask Kimberly Oster, where you send in questions about everyday life and I dig into the Bible to see what truth it has for us. Today's question is, what do I do if I have been with an addictive spouse, an abusive spouse or partner, and we've been separated, and now do we have to get back together again? What do I do? Well, the first thing we need to think about is that we want to ask God. If a man makes his plans, but the Lord directs his path, then we know we can make plans and we can use wisdom for those plans. But in the end, we're going to be relying on God. We want to do what he wants us to do. That is not to say that you are to get back together with someone who is in an addictive behavior or is abusive, because that is not biblical at all. Proverbs is full of telling us we're not to be with people who are angry. We're not to be with people who are hurting other people. You need to just settle yourself and wait and see what happens. In an addictive or abusive relationship, one of the first things that has to happen in order for you to have a good separation period for that other person to get help is you need to say that this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go and I'm going to get help for myself. And you encourage the other person to go get help. You cannot force them. You cannot make them. We really pray that they go and get help, because a healed family is the very, very, very best thing that can happen. And God can heal families, but it's up to each person to do their part. And the addicted person has to go, most ideally, they have to go to an inpatient center where they will stay until they have conquered all of their addiction problems. Addictions always start from the heart. They're always from a hurt. Usually it's from a long, long time ago. Their addiction rarely has anything to do with the person they're with now, except that they take it out on that person, just trying to get through their life with their deep hurts. So they're going to need to go and get some inpatient help somewhere else. Yes, it costs money. Yes, it takes time. Yes, you have to do a leave of absence from your job or be prepared to change jobs. These are not horrible life-ending things. Don't let these things scare you. These are things that are necessary. These are things that you can do, and there is help out there for you. There is help out there for the person who is addicted. Now, once they're out and gone, you have to be working on yourself, because the Bible tells us that we need to look at our own heart and ask, God, cleanse my heart. Give me your thoughts. Give me your ways. We have to be forgiving. Whether or not they change, we have to be ready to forgive. And forgiving them does not mandate that we'll get back together with them later. That's not something that's mandated. Having you whole and healed is going to make your life better, much less the people around you, your friends, your children, your siblings even. If you get help and you get healing in your heart, your life will be much better. So it's worth it. So do it. Be brave. I don't recommend counseling with a pastor in cases like this. You need someone who is licensed, someone who knows all about addictions, who can really help you. And also prayer support. You need a lot of prayer support, whether you can go into your church and get prayer support, somebody to pray with you. At our church, we have Restoration Ministries, and that's a great ministry where they will pray through your hurts, whether they're from this abusive or addictive relationship or whether they're from something else. And use all these tools. Use everything that's available to you. This is not someplace that we give the enemy a foothold. The Lord says he will not let our foot slip. But let me tell you, if you are jumping off the cliff and saying, I'm not going to help myself, there's not going to be as much help for you. That's just the way it is. So, as you look at your situation, don't get caught up in the what ifs of what is coming. Stick with what you know to do now. You deserve to be healthy and whole and without your hurts. You need to be separated from the person who is in an addictive behavior until they can get help. If it's a porn addiction, if it's a drinking addiction, if it's a substance abuse addiction, whatever it is, they need to get some help and intensive help so that they can get free from this. You need to get help for you, because you have been hurt by this and you may have other hurts from the past. There's also the chance that you also are someone who's dealing with addictions. Don't be surprised. Get help. Get help so that the rest of your life can be lived differently than it is now. God says that every morning that his mercies are new every single morning. Today does not have to be like yesterday, and tomorrow will not be like today. We know that life with Jesus is just better. So go out, get some help, and let his peace and joy and hope fill your life. If you need more information, hit that message button and contact me. Until next time, I'll see ya.